Well, hello there everyone. I hope that you had a wonderful Christmas and a very happy new year. And I'm starting off the new year with a delicious cabbage recipe. All right, there is just something about cabbage and the new year. It's like a tradition. And this recipe is for a cabbage and ham gratin. And oh my, you're gonna love it. The first thing that you're gonna wanna do is cut your cabbage in half. And I've got the rest of the ingredients here on my counter. I'm just gonna go over those with you as I make it, but I will leave you the full recipe in the description box below. Then you're gonna take your half of your cabbage and you're gonna cut it into quarters. All right, I'm going to take my knife and I'm gonna cut out the core by just angling my knife just like that on both sides. I'm actually going to cut, this piece is rather large, so I'm going to cut this into 3 wedges. All right, so I'm only going to use half of the cabbage. I don't need a whole head of cabbage. So I'm going to take the other half, place it in a Ziploc bag, and then I'm going to use it for a different dish later this week. I'm going to take a 9x13 baking dish, and I'm going to put a little olive oil in the bottom. All right, I'm just going to spread this oil around, and then I'm going to place my cabbage wedges in my baking dish, and I'm going to sprinkle them with some salt and black pepper. All right, and then I'm going to place this in a 400-degree oven for about 10 minutes. Then I'm going to flip them and put them back in for another 10 minutes. All right, so what I have here is 3 Idaho russet potatoes that I have peeled and cut into large chunks, and I've placed them in a bowl of water. I'm going to cover the bowl with plastic wrap, and then I'm going to put this in the microwave for about 4 to 5 minutes. We want to partially cook these potatoes. So flipping the cabbage over is a little tricky. It wants to fall apart, but it's okay. Just take your time. All right, so the cabbage is done. I've cooked my potatoes, drained off the liquid. Now I'm just going to add a little bit of olive oil and salt and pepper. All right, I'm just going to give them a toss. All right, and I'm just going to place these potatoes in my baking dish. All right, so I have here about 2 cups of diced ham. This is a great recipe if you want to use up leftover ham, but I'm going to just sprinkle it around the potatoes and the cabbage. All right, so the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make the cream sauce that I'm going to pour over the cabbage and potatoes and ham. So you will need 1 1/2 cups of heavy cream, and 1½ tablespoons of Dijon mustard, 2 teaspoons of dried thyme, and then I've got several small little garlic cloves that I'm going to mince, equal to about a tablespoon. I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt. Give this a stir. Okay, then I'm just going to pour this cream mixture over top of everything. And the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to grate some fresh Parmesan cheese right over top. All right, then place back into the 400-degree oven for about 20 minutes until everything is nice and hot and bubbly and those potatoes are good and tender. Oh, yeah, this is looking delicious. And I forgot to mention that I got the recipe out of a Taste of Home magazine. So I'm so excited to try it. And I'm excited to share it with you all. That is delicious. It is so full of flavor and creamy. This might be my new favorite cabbage dish. It is so delicious. Well, thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you have a wonderful day and a very happy new year. God bless. And as always, I will see you soon with more delicious recipes.